Well, good evening, Cardinals. I'm Alexander Ignetti, president of the State University of New York College at Plattsburgh, and it is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the 6 p.m. virtual ceremony of our 2021 Spring Commencement programs. Specifically, I will welcome you, members of the class of 2021, to tonight's program. Earlier today, we hosted 4 in-person ceremonies in the Fieldhouse Gymnasium with nearly 600 graduates in attendance. It was a special day, a special time. Tonight, we are here to recognize you who could not attend in person today. Your accomplishments are no less important and no less recognized. This program is being live streamed so your family and friends can join too. It will be recorded and placed on the college website in the commencement section for future viewing. In addition to the recording of this program, the college has prepared a celebration video marking your years and experiences on campus. It will run after the live stream and also be part of the video when it is archived. I encourage you to watch. Today's program, like much of the past year, will be different, but no less focused on you. After I share some remarks, we will confer your degrees, honoring your years of work. Each of your names, majors, and hometowns will be read, and you, individually, will be recognized. We will then be joined by Carissa Serohr, today's student speaker, and after her words, you will be directed to move the tassel by your cap, a gesture noting movement from being a student to alumnus. As we begin, I want to note that we would not be here today if it were not for the scholars, teachers, and mentors who have supported you throughout your educational journey. I would like to take the opportunity for all of us to recognize the many faculty and staff members who successfully guided this graduating class through a rigorous course of academic study. And in particular, for their dedication to go above and beyond during the COVID pandemic to ensure this class attained their diplomas. I encourage you to take time to reach out to your mentors and influencers and let them know what they have meant to you. It will mean the world to them. Now, I wish to turn my attention to all of our graduates. After all, that is what today is all about. I want to take a moment to thank you for attending SUNY Plattsburgh. We are a better institution because of your presence on our campus. For all of you, the last part of your college experience has been incredibly challenging and tough. No one in the last 100 years has faced difficulties of a pandemic, the shift in expectations, and the dramatic altering of your coursework and college life. But you have persevered and you have overcome, which is cause for celebration. You have demonstrated what Cardinal Strong means. Your peers here today, elsewhere on campus, and those watching by live stream in 1,000 places commend you and celebrate with you, as do I. Many of you arrived on campus a few years ago with a general idea of a possible career path. Others of you didn't know what you wanted to do, but you all knew that a college education was key to your success. As you leave today, you are career ready, thanks to those who have invested in you and your own dedication and hard work. I also want to commend you for your activism and attention on matters of diversity, inclusion, and social justice. As a campus, we are working to be a leader for others to follow. Your role in this growing effort has been critical. After you leave here today, I have great confidence many of you will contribute to make our world a better place for yourselves, your families, and generations to come. You will take the opportunities and experience you've had and achieve very much. We are proud of each of you who have graduated, especially our first generation students who are graduating today. At this moment, I want you to know how proud I am of your accomplishments to this point in your lives. Congratulations to each one of you. Provost Herzog, please join me for our next step.
We will now present the candidates for degrees. We believe each candidate should be formally and publicly recognized on this day of celebration. Dr. Tracy Guzzio, Director of the Red K Honors Program and Professor of English, will announce each graduate's name, major, and hometown. President Ignetti, on behalf of the faculty of the State University of New York College at Plattsburgh, I am pleased to recommend that these candidates for bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and certificates be granted their degrees.
On the recommendation of the outstanding faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the State University of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degree you have earned with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations to all of you. The recipients of degrees will now be recognized. As we recognize you, we want you to be visible to your peers. So as we proceed, please watch your screen for a large blue button to appear. It asks you to start your video. When it appears, please click on it. That will enable you to be visible as your name is read. Are we ready? Dr. Guzio, please begin the roll of names.
Aisha Abdallah from Bronx, New York, graduating cum laude with a BA in Communication Sciences and Disorders. Kyle Anderson from Hudson Falls, New York, graduating with a BA in Mathematics. Haley Ashline from La Plata, Maryland, graduating summa cum laude with a BS in Childhood Education. Emily Avila from Comac, New York, graduating with a BS Masters of Education, Childhood Education, and Special Education. Cameron Bichet from Mayfield, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BS in Management Information Systems. Marley Bickford Bushy from Plattsburgh, New York, graduating cum laude with a BA in Individualized Studies. Savannah Bodway from Plattsburgh, New York, graduating cum laude with a BS Masters of Education in Childhood Education and Special Education. Megan Brennett Payant from Ballston Spa, New York, graduating with a BA in Criminal Justice. Randy Colton from Sloatsburg, New York, graduating with a Master's in Fitness and Wellness Leadership. Lisa DeLucia from Poughkeepsie, New York, graduating with a BS in Nursing. Kaylee DeRosa from Leicester, Vermont, graduating cum laude with a BS in Accounting. Josh Donahue from Cairo, New York, graduating with a MST in English Adolescent Education. Terrence Doran from Chazy, New York, graduating with a BA in Psychology. Melanie Felice from Bronx, New York, BS in Entrepreneurship and Business Administration. Henry Figueroa from Bronx, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BA MST in English Adolescent Education. Alana Floyd from Glens Falls, New York, graduating with a master's degree in Speech Language Pathology. Raquel Frederick from Brooklyn, New York, graduating with a BS in Biomedical Sciences. Vanessa Gordon from Brooklyn, New York, graduating with a BS in Biomedical Sciences. Kaylee Graves from East Syracuse, New York, graduating with a BS in Accounting. Andrew Hardy from Norwood, New York, graduating with a BS in Business Administration. Kaylee Hill from Queensbury, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BS Masters of Education in Childhood Education and Special Education. Jamel Hinton from Uniondale, New York, graduating with a BS in TV video production. Sydney Hawain from Long Island City, New York, graduating cum laude with a BS in accounting. Chandler Hyatt from Rochester, New York, graduating with a BS in digital media production. Rami Isa from Gloversville, New York, graduating cum laude with a BS in management information systems. Justdeep Kaur from Yorktown Heights, New York, graduating cum laude with a BS Masters of Education in Childhood Education and Special Education. Lauren Leonetti from Fly Creek, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BS Master of Education in Childhood Education and Special Education. Jeanette Manzano from San Antonio, Texas, graduating cum laude with a BS in Accounting. Barbara Marshall from Highland, New York, graduating with a BS in Accounting. Christopher Martinez from Yonkers, New York, with a BA in Political Science. Antonia Madaccio from Hillborn, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BA in Gender and Women's Studies and Psychology. Adriana M. Jestri from Matawan, New Jersey, graduating magna cum laude with a BS in Business Administration and Accounting. Rochelle Moran from Greene, New York, graduating with a BA in Psychology. Talia Margan from Brooklyn, New York, with a BA in Criminal Justice. Leah Nealon from Troy, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BS Masters of Education in Childhood Education and Special Education. Nkechi Nwagbara from Bronx, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BA in Communication Sciences and Disorders. Lynn Ogden from Niskayuna, New York, graduating cum laude with a BS in Nutrition. Caitlin O'Keefe from West Nyack, New York, with a BS in Human Development and Family Relations. Michaela Pearl from Port Jefferson, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BS Masters of Education in Childhood Education and Special Education. Faith Pollock from Hudson Falls, New York, graduating summa cum laude with a BS in Nursing. Kiran Ramprasad from Plattsburgh, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BA in English Literature and Political Science. Sierra Richmond from Brooklyn, New York, with a BS in Social Work. Caroline Rourke from Smithtown, New York, graduating with a BA in Gender and Women's Studies and Sociology. Carissa Serohr from Cropseyville, New York, graduating cum laude with a BS in Nursing. Akshata Shinde from Mumbai, India, graduating cum laude with a BS in Information Technology. Semhar Solomon from Bronx, New York, graduating with a BS in Public Relations. Alia Stewart from Bronx, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BA in Criminal Justice. Makai Sullivan from Bronx, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BA in Psychology, Theater, and an undergraduate certificate in theatrical production and technology. Jashea Sutherland from Uniondale, New York, graduating cum laude with a BA MST in English Adolescent Education. Ellen Thu from Plattsburgh, New York, graduating with a BA in English Literature. Devin Trombley from West Chazy, New York, graduating summa cum laude with a BA in Environmental Science and Environmental Planning and Management. Darnell Valerio from New York, New York, with a BS in Computer Science. Danielle Van Tassel from Verplank, New York, graduating cum laude with a BS, Masters of Education in Childhood Education and Special Education. Sarah Vredenberg from Ticonderoga, New York, graduating cum laude with a BA in Criminal Justice. Colette Williams from Jamaica, New York, graduating magna cum laude with a BS in Accounting. Blen Yurga from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, graduating cum laude with a BS in Management Information Systems.
Thank you, Dr. Guzio. Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, Cardinals. It is a tradition at SUNY Plattsburgh to invite a member of the graduating class to offer remarks on behalf of their fellow students. Tonight's address will be given by Carissa Seroy. Carissa is a unique in the speaker lineup for delivering her speech remotely, as well as for having earned her registered nursing degree prior to enrolling in the college's RN to BSN program. Carissa earned her registered nursing degree in May of 2018 from Hudson Valley Community College and enrolled in the RN to BSN program at SUNY Plattsburgh in January of 2019. She has worked as an acute care nurse at St. Peter's Hospital in Albany since July of 2018. We are proud of her service to others during the COVID pandemic and welcome her to speak today. Carissa?
Thank you for your kind introduction. And thank you to everyone who has tuned in and to those of you who have made this virtual commencement experience possible. I would like to extend my greetings to all of my fellow students. For those of us joining remotely, I can assume that we are a relatively diverse crowd. Some of us are part-time learners who have been chipping away at our degrees for years, while some of us are 22 years old, ready to enter the workforce after a lifetime of learning. A portion of us have been considered non-traditional learners from the beginning, while some of us were on-campus students whose educational experiences were significantly derailed by the COVID-19 pandemic. I imagine that some of you opted to complete the duration of your education from your own home, while others decided to venture back to campus and complete your degree where you started it. But regardless of the differences in where we have come from, how the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted our educations, or what our journey to this moment has looked like, there's one thing that we all have in common. There's one factor that unites us as one. This factor is the very thing that brings us here today. We have made it. We are done. Our arrival at this moment in our academic careers tells us that while we have shared in our various struggles along our academic paths, we have also shared in the determination, the hard work, and the perseverance that got us to this point. We are a group of overcomers, and today, we are a group of graduates. However, just as this year has been so different than how we once imagined it, so too is our commencement. Like this year, this ceremony is probably not what any of us might have envisioned. What does stand constant throughout all of the unexpected is the insurmountable level of work that we have all put in to get us to this point. What is the same, just as we always imagined it, is the pride that we are entitled to in this moment. A great and famous educator once said, "Happiness can be found, even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light." Yes, that educator was Albus Dumbledore. And while the great headmaster was referencing very different circumstances than those in which we find ourselves today, his words ring true. For any of us that may be disheartened or disenchanted by this unconventional end to our undergraduate careers, I ask you to listen closely. I ask you to listen as I encourage you, not to turn on the light, but to realize that you already have. In this year of illness and uncertainty, in the midst of a global pandemic, we accomplished a feat that is worth celebrating. We have all not only accomplished something monumental, but we have done it under unprecedented circumstances. We have overcome both physical and psychological barriers to our education never before experienced by a senior class. We have paved new paths and discovered new ways to complete our educations. Not only are we graduates, but we are those who innovated and those who persevered. Because of our strength, our camaraderie, and our desire to progress, we were the light in the darkness of this year. So, as we celebrate the completion of this educational benchmark, we know that the downscaled nature of our celebrations does not shrivel the worth of our accomplishments. Conversely, it serves as a reminder of all that we have to be proud of and of all the barriers that we have overcome to date. We enter out into the world as leaders, as those who conquered the challenges of the pandemic, and as those who are both ready and equipped for all future endeavors. As we move forward, as individuals and as alumni, we will know that we have power and the will always to turn on the light, even in the darkest of times. And now, I am honored to help mark this passage for the class of 2021. On the count of 3, please join me in moving your tassel from the right side of your mortarboards to the left over your heart, the true home, your alma mater, SUNY Plattsburgh. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Let me try that again. Thank you, Carissa. And Tracy, are there any additional names that need to be read this evening?
Yes, Andrelina Rojas from Bronx, New York, graduating with a BA in Psychology and Criminal Justice.
Perfect. And if that's it, I will move on to the next section, but thank you, Tracy, for that addition. So before we leave, I want to end this commencement ceremony by wishing each and every one of our graduates much success in their careers and their lives. You began today's ceremony as students, and now you leave this evening as alumni, graduates of this wonderful college. Congratulations, graduates. We are so very proud of each of you. I wish you all a good night, and we look forward to visiting with you as alumni of the college. As I depart, I want to say 2 more things. Congratulations, Cardinals. You did it. Have a good night.